Getting into the verse that we read at the beginning, that kind of idea of like we as men and women, as people, we have plans and we make plans, and that's a responsible thing to do. We should be planning ahead. We should be taking care of ourselves and have a plan for our life. But ultimately, it's God's purpose that prevails, and ultimately, God is working out His plan. That is, that we are just a small part of. Yeah. And so, how do you balance that aspect of, okay, I want to be responsible. I want to make sure that I'm taking care of what God has given me, and taking care of my family, or just being a good steward of my time. Yeah. And so I want to plan and be responsible in that way.
Yeah. I think it's important to plan. I think absolutely. It's important to try your best and dot your I's, cross your T's, make sure you do everything that you can to your own ability, obviously. Yeah. In order to, make something happen, do something, whatever, so that you can be as prepared as you can be. At least I like to think that way. But no, definitely. One of the things I had to learn, I think the biggest lesson regarding this topic for me was the more I grew closer to God, the more my plans aligned with His for my life. So there was a lot of there was less of the my plans necessarily not working out, because my plans were becoming more aligned with God's will for my life. Right. Yeah. That was definitely the biggest lesson for me, was just don't worry so much about all the plans you're making for your life and whatnot, but focus your attention more on actually growing in your relationship with Christ. Right. And that, as a side effect, naturally happens. It just aligns with God's will and His plan for your life. So.
No, definitely. That's definitely a big part of it. And I also think that when you know that God's in control, that when maybe your plans don't work out exactly how you thought, you still understand that God is moving in it. And so it's okay, no, that's how God meant for it to go. So it's easier to say, okay, I'm okay with that.